let's talk about You Should Have Left. How many? I guess scary movies have you done? How many have you done?
Oh wow. Like I've done more than a few scary bad movies, but the first scary movie I did was I just happened to stumble into one that became very, very iconic, which was the very first Friday
the 13th. That's right.
And I was just, young actor, out of work, and needed to pay the rent. So it's not like I was like, I want to be in a horror movie. That was not, I always liked scary movies, but that wasn't the, there was no driving force around me. I wasn't really making the choices of what I wanted to be in or didn't want to be in. So that started a whole, chain of events of slasher movies, and specifically of that, Friday the 13th thing. And then I did Tremors, and I did, and the movie You Should Have Left really was, the genesis of that was I did a really good scary movie called Stir of Echoes 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. And the writer and director of Stir of Echoes, David Koepp, and I remained friends, and I was always wanting to do another project with him, and kept kind of like, begging him to write something that I could be in. And it took 20 years, but I just eventually wore him down. And then we went off and made You Should Have Left.
And so you've been there and done that for that sort of thing. So what did you like about You Should Have Left that people should be tuning in, dropping on demand? It's the kind of scary movie that I like, where it has a basis in character and in emotion. And the first part of the movie is really a movie about a marriage, and most specifically about a second marriage, and about a guy who's married to a woman that's really way too young for him. And he has stuff in his past that he's sort of trying to run away from, but he also has a tremendous amount of paranoia, being married to an actress and being married to a young actress, and being worried that she's not being faithful to him, and they try to kind of escape right before she's going to go back into a job, and just have a weekend with his wife and him and their 6-year-old child, and so they picked this house in Wales. She's going to be working in London, so they look for a house in Wales, and to say that they picked the wrong house would be the understatement. That's You Should Have Left, which is available on demand everywhere now, and was released last Thursday. City on a Hill is a great show, man. Is that when we get through this whole nightmare, you're back out there doing it? Is that where it stands right now?
I certainly hope so. I'm hopeful, and I haven't heard anything definite yet, but okay. We're just starting to see people talk about and explore how production could resume, and that's the thing that I'm supposed to do next.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.